Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to go ahead and do a preview of the back nine of the current weekly tournament, the Yale Open, which you can see is open right there. The settings will be the close tee box, the easy pins, and medium wind. This will finish up the tournament for this week. It'll finish up the weekly Pro Tour tournament. And we have a mirror event coming up pretty soon that mirrors the PGA event. But before we get started, I wanted to mention that my original YouTube channel got destroyed accidentally because it was tied to an older account that got removed. So everybody that was subscribed is no longer subscribed to that channel because it doesn't exist anymore. So we remade the channel. And we're going to continue on and show you various VR golf content and real golf content coming up. But I do want to encourage you to resubscribe and give us a thumbs up because we have to kind of start from scratch, but we'll work with that. Now, if you're on Rumble, you don't subscribe per se. I think you follow. So if you're watching on Rumble, go ahead and follow and give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. Well, enough of that. We're going to do the preview of the back nine of the Yale Open, and I am going to edit in what we actually got on the official second round after we finish the video. So, let's get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are starting off on hole number 10, the back nine at Yale. A very beautiful golf course that is not open all year because toward the north. But it's set up for autumn type look here, and it's awesome looking. And let's take a look at our task today. We've got medium wind, so there'll be slight changes in ball trajectory. And it's a par 4, theoretically reachable by my driver. And I will review once again. We use real world VR golf settings, which means, let me bring up the clubs. Let's go with the driver. You notice that my power assist is set minus 72%. That and the other clubs are also adjusted down, as you can see. This is to make sure that the best shots that I can make in Golf Plus match the best shots I can make on a driving range with a real golf club. I am not a PGA pro. So that is how we roll here, and let's get started. Now, all right, let's see here. 245 is about my maximum. You know, I think I do not want to end up in those traps, so we're gonna club down a bit. So we make it about 200. We got the wind to our face. Yeah, let's use a little strategy here and try to stay out of those sand traps. Let's see what we can do here. A little bit of a slice this morning, but we'll work with it. Should be all right. Yeah, got a clean shot at the green there. Now, the biggest task with Yale is getting on the greens, literally. That is the tough one here. And the reason I'm going to we got a little bit of headwind, but you don't get it as much distance when you're shooting for a tabletop, 37 feet up in the air. So let's give it a shot, see if we can get it in the middle there. Ah, looks like we got up there. That's decent. Let's see if my putter's being nice to me today or not. We've had putter issues before. It's going to break a little bit left, and it is a little uphill. So, to try to guess this one. little bit much, but it should be easy to clean up. There we go. We'll take the par. And moving on. I'd like to say that this is got to be one of the prettiest courses that I've seen in the VR game, and I imagine the actual course at Yale is equally stunning. So I'm kind of a little jealous of the Yale students that get to play here all the time, at least during these spring, summer, and fall months. Don't think they got any winter golf there. Okay, we got a little bit of headwind. We're going to try to keep this as straight as possible. Try to keep this as straight as possible. We do have lag issues sometimes. Nah, I think that was a slice issue. Now, let's hope we got a clean shot at the green there. Ah, easy enough. Okay, the wind is going to be in our face, and we're going to be coming out of the rough here, so we're going to need a little more club. Let's situate ourselves here. I'm going to use giant mode to take a look at the situation. Right in the middle of the green. Okay, a little bit shaky here because of the recording, but do the best we can. Pulled it right. We ended up in a sand trap. Not exactly what we wanted, but we'll work with it. Like you do in real golf, sometimes you're on the beach. You gotta deal with it. Okay, we're gonna, out of the greenside bunker, I generally use the loft wedge, LW. My weapon of choice. Hey, it's not a bad out there. Let's see if we can put this in here and move on. There we go. So we're on our second par. Let's keep it rolling. With these settings, though, most people in my tier will get even par out of the 18 holes. Got a little wind to our back, but best we're going to do is right here. So try to get in a situation where we get an easy, an easy wedge shot up to the green. Let's see if we can keep this steady. Now let's see if we can keep it up there. And we're still doing the. I'm gonna have to straighten that out. Still doing a bit of a slice there, but we'll work with it. So far we haven't really paid a big price for it. We've always had a shot at the green, so we're gonna have a little bit of wind helping, kind of. So we're gonna be aiming right about here. You're definitely gonna need pitching wedge for this shot. Be a little bit to the left of the pin, not too much though. Get up there. Oh, sounded like a sand trap. No, actually we missed a sand trap. All right, if we're going to get a par on this one, we're going to have to put it near the pin here. It's going to bleed off a little to the right. And I think there is some downward slope. So we gotta play the slopes here. Let's see what we can do. Head to the pin, stop nearby, excellent. At least our chipping game is holding pretty much. Okay, I'll take another par. All right, let's head off hole number 13. Now we got it's going to be 28 feet downhill, and the wind's going to be pushing this way. So we're looking at like a 190 there. So it's going to be a 4-iron for us, not for the normal player. We use our real distances, so take a 4-iron to get there. Trying to make good contact here. Let's see what we can do here. Pretty good. Slight drift there. Still working on that. But I think we're close to the green or on the green. Oh, just off of it. Okay. Literally. All right. Interesting. With all of this topography here, it should just like gravity should take it to the pin. Now, if it was like pro greens, it'd be an easy call, but I think I'm going to hedge my bet by chipping it to make sure we're at least fairly close. Not too shabby. All right, let's see if we can clean this one up. Okay, got another par. Pars are good. All right, let's see if we can straighten out that slice issue we've been having. Or some say power fade. That's just another word for slice. All right, the wind's going this way. We should be, as long as we go around that tree there, right about there, we should be in a good position. So, make sure it's slightly, yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can kind of put an iron and take the wrinkles out of my swing here. A little better. Still not perfect, but we'll work on it. Not bad, not bad. Got some brush to worry about here, but otherwise not too shabby. The wind is, the little bit of wind is going to help us. So it's going to be pretty much the lob wedge or loft wedge, however they call the thing. LW, that's what I'm going to call it. Okay. See if we can keep this all straight. We get enough to get up there? Yeah, we did. All right. I believe this would be for birdie. I'm not counting on getting a birdie. I would like it, but let's just make sure that we're near the pin when we finish here. So a little bit uphill and a bit of break, so we'll keep that in mind. The trick is not to weenie out here and go way short. Get in there, get in there. Yes! Hey, I'll take the birdie. All right, next hole. Oops, sorry about that. Is hole 15. Let's take a look at the wind. The wind is coming from the top down, and it's a par 3. So you don't want to adjust too much because the wind is not that great. And our maximum distance is right about here, which means our shot group is going to be like here. So the club is the right choice. So we're just going to basically shoot straight at this puppy here. Let's see if we can put it on the table. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. We can work with that. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Once again, birdie would be nice, but I'll just as happily take a ball that's next to the pin here. It is downhill a bit, so we need to temper our speed just a little. Have it slow down just about there. Yep, that'll work. Try to finish up here so we can take the par. There's the par. And we're doing pretty good. 8 so far. 1 under on the back 9. We're at hole number 16. Okay. This is a par 5. There's not a lot of par 5s on Yale. I think there's like 2, like 1 on the front 9, 1 on the back 9. Actually, I could tell you. No, actually, we got 2 par 5s on the back 9 there. And not a lot of par 5s. But this is going to be a headwind, so we're going to end up right about here if we keep it straight. That's the trick. Let's see if we can get rid of that slice. That one's pretty good. A little fade, but acceptable. Yeah, it's going to be in the fairway. I like that. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Well, theoretically, we could get on the green in 2. We got a headwind, which actually helped stop our ball a little bit. But to get there, we would really need a hybrid. So if we end up on the green, it's going to be kind of luck. So we're going to have to see if we can get lucky to have it stop on the green. No guarantees here. Well, that's not exactly on the green. Well, we had a distance right. But, yeah, we're going to have to do a little chip shot. It's a par 5. Let's take a look at the situation on the green itself. Okay, from back to front. So the ball is going to tend to slow down faster. Good to know. 40 yards, so we're going to need a little bit of distance here on this chip. Let's see if we can get it over there. Not too bad, not too bad. Once again, this will be for birdie if we can put it in. If not, we want to put it right next to the hole so we can get a par. Might be a slight break at the end. Not much though. Come on. Oh, a little bit more would have done it. But we'll take the par. Coming up on hole number 17. We're doing pretty good here. Hope we do as well during the actual tournament. Okay, wind is going to be coming from the top down here. If we want to, we can try to get near the green with a driver. It's right on the edge. Hopefully we will not end up in this bunker mess here, but might be worth the risk. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we're going to try to get close and hopefully not end up in the bunkers, but it's kind of a luck thing. Wow, we're at least getting a handle on that slice. That's going to be close to them bunkers. I guess we'll have to take a look, see what happened. Well, looks like we're in a bunker, but they're close by. A little bunker shot ain't going to kill us. I got winds coming from this side here. You're going to need a pretty stiff hit here out of the sand. So let's take a look at the wind again. Okay, we need to be a little bit to the right, and we're going to need to put a lot into this one. Maybe a little too much right, and we went right into another bunker. Oh well. Let's put it next to the pin so we can get a par out of this. Looking at the topography, it is actually rolling from left to right, which is kind of interesting. You'd almost, from the angle, you almost feel it wouldn't be, but it's not much. So 18 yards, get the loft wedge, or lob wedge, whatever you want to call it. And let's get it up there, 18 yards, okay. Get over there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Very doable. We can keep it straight. We can par this. Yep, there we go. We'll take the par, and we're coming up on the last hole here. And what's going to happen is, this is a preview. I'll finish up the last hole, and then we will edit in what we got on the actual second round. So let's go ahead and take a look at this very challenging par 5. This has all kinds of stuff. We got gullies, we got hills, just about everything but the kitchen sink. So the wind is going to be coming from here to here. So we can cut it a little close on the right. Yeah, we want to be a little bit more to right, aiming point a little bit more right of the pin, which is what it's sort of preset for. Let's see what we can do. Anything in the fairway would be good, as long as it's the correct fairway. There's some courses you can actually use the other, some other holes fairway, but wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we're on the rough, barely, but we'll work with it. Okay, 215. So we bear it right here if we use the hybrid. I generally do not use woods beside the tee box, because that's the situation where I'm actually golfing. Let's see what happened here. Well, as long as we're not in the water, just a little creek there, should be okay. And a third shot, which will put us on the green, hopefully, in regulation. Let's see if we can get it near the pin. That'd be nice. Just about in our range, too. Coming around. Not too shabby. If we can sink this, we get a birdie. Or if we don't get a birdie, let's at least get a par, and then we'll finish the back nine under par, which is always a good thing. Pretty much even, pretty much straight shot. 21 feet. Come up weak. That's not good. Let's see if we can put it in there. There we go. And that will finish up the preview. Hey, 1 under par. Decent. Now, we're going to go ahead and edit in what we actually did during the second round. And hopefully it'll be very similar to what we have here. Never know. So, it'll be just a moment for you, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I have completed the second round of the Yale Open. Didn't didn't do quite as well as I want to, but not horrible, I suppose. We did 7 over on round 2. On round 1, it was 15 over. Much more difficult conditions. Easier conditions today, and it's only 7 over. Although the average for the Silver 2 tier on round 2 was going to be +1 or +2 over, so not quite as good as the average, but we'll keep working at it. And once again, I want to thank you for watching. And also, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you were one of my subscribers on YouTube back a ways, you may have to resubscribe because that channel got wiped out due to an accident. And we'd really appreciate if you resubscribe. If you're on Rumble, I guess they call it following. So give us a follow and we'll be on our way. Hope to see you at the next event, which I do believe will be a mirror event with the PGA. Have a great day.